Okay, as most of you know, the new Asteroids Multigame is starting to slowly come out, and we've been doing some beta testing with it. And while the Lunar Lander plays great with the button using the multigame, some of us, like myself, are still interested in using the thrust controller. And I have an original Lunar Lander control panel I've had for quite a while, but I never ran across a game because I was going to put one together. But now I don't have to, because I have an Asteroids and I have a multi-game in it. So now I'm hopefully they're going to come out with the interface that will let you use the original Lunar Lander thruster with the multi-game, because the multi-game is set up for thruster input. You just have to have an interface. That interface is a analog to digital converter, something which I knew nothing about till recently. I started doing a little research on it. So what I've come up with, and this is just in case the one that's supposed to be coming out never materializes. I hope it does. That'll save a whole lot of trouble. But in the meantime, I decided to do a few little experiments here. So what I did was I went to Radio Shack and got me a breadboard, and I got me an analog to digital converter chip, which is an ADC 0804 LNC. I picked that up off of eBay. And I got the schematic off of the internet, which is just a simple little schematic which involves a couple resistors, capacitor, and some LEDs. So I threw it all together kind of quick, and it appears like it works. So then I got to thinking. I said, well, let me see if I can interface this with the pot, which is in the controller here. So first thing I did was I ran 3 wires to the pot and ran them down to my board, and I took a measurement. And the pot in Lunar Lander, of course, we know is supposed to be a 5K pot. Well, mine actually measures out to 5.79K. Okay, so anyway, I hooked it up to this audio digital converter here. Now I'm going to move the handle, and you can see it has 8 LEDs. And what that does, it's showing the binary numbers that the pot controls through the chip, and you use the 8 LEDs to read the binary number. The binary numbers stand from anything from 0 up to, I believe it's 255, if I'm not correct, something like that. Anyway, when you move the controller, you'll notice the LEDs are changing. What it's doing is counting in binary numbers. Okay. Now, if I was using the full range, because the Lunar Lander mechanism doesn't use the full range of the pot. If I was using the full range of the pot, all the way back, you would have no LEDs lit. All the way to the other end, all of them would be lit. Okay, so what I understand, Scott told me that Lunar Lander on the low end, if you do the binary conversion, and I don't know if we can see it here, but each one of the LEDs start with 0 through 7, which is the 8 LEDs represented. When one LED, if the one on the right here lights up, that represents a 1. If the one all the way on the left lights up, that represents 128. So what you do is, whichever LEDs light up, you take the numbers of that LED and you add them together, and that'll give you your decimal representation of the number. So what I did was, with it all the way down, I'm getting 64 plus 16 plus 8 plus 1 gives me 89. And with it all the way up, I'm getting 128, 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1, which gives me 159. Now Scott was telling me that he thinks the numbers are supposed to be 104 for the low end and 167 for the high end. So mine is a little bit lower. Mine is reading 89 instead of 104, and on the high end mine is reading 159 instead of 167. Well, that shouldn't be a problem, because I believe the game will automatically set the, I guess what you call the ceiling, the low and the high end. It just has to be somewhere close in that range, from what I understand. I could be wrong. So far it seems like this will probably work. All I have to do now is go ahead and try to interface this with the multigame board. So maybe sometime in the future here I'll get around and get up the nerve to try it. But like I say, this is just a plan in case the one that's supposed to be being made falls through and doesn't get made. It's kind of a backup plan. So like I say, hopefully this will work if I have to, if I need it. So anyway, it was just kind of nice researching all this and throwing it all together and seeing exactly how it works. So that's it.